Hey guys, how's it going? Andrew here, Enough Said Cards on Monday evening. Hope you're all doing well. I have a bunch of items I want to show you tonight. These are things that I've picked up since the National, so about the last 4 months. The last video I made, I think, was when I returned from the National. So it's been a minute, but I was up at the Philly show this past weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Had a great time up there and picked up some cool items. So figured it was time for a video. And let's get right into the recent additions to the collection. The first one is right in front of you. This is a store display advertising the 1981 Topps baseball sticker album. And this was super cheap. I paid like $7 for this. Just thought it was a fun pickup. I remember these albums from when I was a kid. I know they made them through the 80s. I'm not sure when they stopped making them, but thought that was a fun one. I'll put that up, display that somewhere. From the same seller, I picked up this cigar box label. He had it listed as 1910s to 1920s. I have no idea when this actually was made, but I like the image. So another little display item. Paid like $7 for that also. Don't know much about it, but just thought it looked cool. So added that one. Also from this past weekend, I got this Ozzie Smith rookie. It's a card that's really difficult to find centered. They almost always seem to be off-centered, and this one looks pretty good. Really nice looking card overall. And I thought it was nicer than the one that I already had in my collection, so I bought this one. Paid like $60 for this, I think. And got home, compared it to the other one I had, and this one is in fact nicer. So this one will stay in the collection, and I'll move the other one. Happy to add that one. Next up, this is a pretty cool one. I got this about 2 months ago at a show up in Glen Burnie, Maryland. And this is from the 1910 Hassan Cigarettes T73 series, the Indian Life set. And this one is, if we can focus here, Calling Back the Elk. And the reason that this card is special is that on the back, it has two stamps. You see Jeff B there and Jeff Burdick on the top, indicating that this came from Jefferson Burdick's personal collection. And these are out there. You'll see one periodically, and I've tried to add them. I have one other one that I pulled out just to show you also. This one is also from 1910 from the T53 Cowboy series. And this one has three, no, this one has two stamps also. You can see Jeff B there and then Jeff Burdick. I paid like $35 for this one. I don't remember what I paid for this one, but just think those are pretty neat. Piece of hobby history there. Let's see, next up, let's do this one. This one I also got at that Glen Burnie show, and this is from the 1936 Gum Inc. G-Men and Heroes of the Law set. And this is the John Dillinger card, one of the better cards in the set, or one of the cooler ones anyway, in my opinion. I always liked this set. And I don't know if you can tell with the glare there, but this card, there was a stack of them that this one dealer had, and this one, it's like mint condition. I don't know that I've ever seen one from this set in this good condition. Looks like it has barely been touched since 1936. The color, everything about it is really sharp. So pick that one up. I might end up sending that one off to PSA. We'll see what we're gonna do with that one. This was an eBay purchase from about a month ago. This is from the 1912 T-28 airplane series. This is the Wright Brothers aeroplane. Milo cigarettes. And this is probably the biggest card from that set. And these are sneaky tough. You don't see these come up a lot. I had one other one that I think I traded. So I was happy to add this one back into the collection. Might end up getting that one slabbed also. All right, this is a cool piece that I added to the collection. And I had this postcard on my eBay saved search for about 5 years. And one finally came up. I had heard about this or seen one years ago and had been trying to add one to the collection ever since. This is a postcard from prior to 1907 because it does not have the split back. Made by the Rotograph Company, printed in Germany. And this postcard, Red Sox fans will appreciate this one. This one says Park Riding School, Back Bay Fens, Boston, Mass. And that is the Park Riding School. And the reason that I wanted this is this Park Riding School was at, I believe it was 145 Ipswich Street. And for those of you that are familiar with the area around Fenway Park, if you remember Jillian's pool hall, which I think is now Lucky Strike Bowling Alley, is at the same address. And actually the facade of this building is the same. So this was from like pre-1907, and the building still looks the same. If you look up a picture of that building now, Lucky Strike, or you can look up Jillian's, you'll see that it's the same facade of that building. And what's cool about this is Lansdowne Street coming here and Ipswich Street. And when Fenway Park was built in 1912, when it opened for the first games, the clubhouse had not been completed. So the Red Sox used the facilities at the Park Riding School as their temporary clubhouse when they first started playing at Fenway. Fenway would be right over here. And the building is still there. So I just thought that was extremely cool as a Red Sox fan, as someone who spent time right there. Really wanted to add that one. It took me a number of years to get that, so happy to add that one to the collection. Thought that was pretty cool. Here's another kind of fun one. I don't know, this popped up on eBay. It's Uncle Sam playing baseball. Says they can't strike him out. This one actually has an ad for other postcards that you could buy, I guess, from the same seller. Didn't pay a lot for that one, but thought it was so cool. Went and bought two others. These ones don't have the ad on the back. I think these are from, the 1940s, maybe early 40s, maybe during World War II. I saw one. There's one, I think, on eBay with a postmark from like 1943 or something. Okay, another pickup from the Philly show this weekend. This was kind of an impulse buy. A dealer that I know had this. It's a ticket stub from April 8th, 1974, Dodgers versus the Braves. And this is the holder that it was in when I bought it. You can see there, Hank Aaron's 715th home run ticket. And just an item that I thought was, pretty cool to have. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. There's all kinds of different looking ticket stubs and full tickets from this game. Naturally, a lot of people saved the tickets. This is from the upper level. This is the rain check. The original ticket had like two other sections on it that they, ripped off when you went in. I guess this is what they gave you back. Sometimes you can find the complete ticket, or sometimes you can find the one with the two sections, but this was like super cheap. I'm not going to take it out, but there is, the regular ticket kind of verbiage on the back there. So might get that graded. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. All right, this one is really cool. This is a postcard from 1912. It says AL Red Sox Ball Club, season 1912, Fenway Park. And postmarked August 9th. That 12 is for, I think, 12 p.m. You can't see the year. It doesn't. The stamp wasn't done completely. But this is from 1912. And I had only ever seen one of these before. This popped up on eBay, and I, paid probably a little more than I wanted to, but just thought it was really cool. You can see the team mascot there. There's the team on the bottom. But what makes this one really special is that guy standing right there. I'm not sure how clear this is going to be. Let's see if we can. guess that's as good as it's going to get. That's John Fitzgerald. And John Fitzgerald was the mayor of Boston. He was also known as Honey Fitz. He was known to be a diehard Red Sox fan. He was a member of the Nuff Said McGreevy's Royal Rooters, and he was also John F. Kennedy's grandfather. So thought that was cool. Got the old time car there. Just a awesome postcard to add to the Red Sox collection. And finally, the biggest pickup that I will be showing tonight, I got this weekend. This is a 1916 M1015 blank back Jim Thorpe card, SGC 2.5. And this card has been on my want list for a long time. Was one of the ones that I wasn't sure I was ever going to add. There are not too many of these. The pop report, when you look on SGC and on PSA, it's kind of difficult to figure out exactly how many because they list each different advertising back separately, and then some of them on SGC seem to be doubled. It's really convoluted and hard to figure out, but I think that there's around 40 of these total, including all the different backs, PSA and SGC. So not a card you see a lot. I think it's an awesome image. Obviously, Jim Thorpe, one of the greatest athletes of all time. This is a blank back. And the negotiations for this card was, started like several weeks ago. And it wasn't a dealer that had this. It was another collector that I know. Met him at the show and then negotiated over the course of 2 days. The deal almost fell through, but was able to get it done on Sunday morning and come home with the card, and really thrilled to have this in the collection. Jim Thorpe does not have a lot of cards. He has a Z-Nut card, minor league card. I can't recall what year that was. That's also very low pop. Of course, he's on the T200 team card from 1912. Then there's some Olympic postcards and other things, but not too many Jim Thorpe baseball cards. So really thrilled to add that. And that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. I will be back hopefully with another video soon. And hope everyone has a great holiday season. I will talk to you later. Bye.